Right, good morning. Let's do this. Time to hit the road. Still the same day, I've just had to change into a t-shirt because it's pretty hot and humid today. The plan now is to head in the general direction of Cornwall. Can you see why I've stayed in this place for so long? Just wild horses and beautiful pieces of nature all around. For me. Yeah, I've got a very different array of music, that's for sure. And it was your heart on the line, watching every day that goes by. I miss you much. Never learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ring in the bell. Go, go, lady, I want you right here next to me. Let me tell you, Devon has a very punchy smell of manure, but it's quite refreshing. If they're not going, I fucking will. Ah! My van's just come up with a problem. ESC. Oh fuck me, what's just happened? I was just driving and then accelerating up a hill, and then it almost felt like the van changed gear itself, and then it popped up with this symbol saying ESC check handbook. If the light kicked on and off while driving on a slippery roads or while you were skidding, then everything was working the way it should be. You don't need to worry about a thing. I mean, I was going up quite a large hill at the time, and the van was revving, and then it kind of, that ESC light popped on, the van kind of felt like it changed gear automatically. It didn't, it just jolted, and I thought, holy fuck, something's just blown. Honestly, these people piss me off. Some lady, I'm in a private land, right, because I've just pulled in here for safety. I thought the van was going to break down, and now she's going nuts at me saying, "Ah, you're on private property, get out of here." I've literally just pulled in because I thought my van was going to break. For safety, I can't keep driving up the hill if I don't know what's wrong with it. I'll end up killing someone if I think my stability's gone. Anyway, she's gone mad and I've told her to f*** off. Should try being a bit more polite. Well, let's hope the van's okay, because I definitely can't stay there. I knew they hated vans and van life down here, but Christ, I literally explained to her that I thought my van had broken down, so I was just staying there 5 minutes just to do some research and try to understand what was wrong with it. And then she went nuts. "You're in private property, I want you to leave now." I said, "Can you just give me a moment? I'm just trying to make sure my van is safe to drive." Oh my god, look at this! This is ridiculous! Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna stay at a campsite tonight because I just couldn't be bothered to get kicked out of anywhere in Dartmoor where I was gonna stay. £8 a night, and it's literally on a farm. I've never been to a campsite before like this, so I don't know, do I just go on and drive on, or I don't really know. Let me call him. I can hear his phone ringing. I've just spoken to the guy whose farm it is. He's a very old boy, lovely, traditional English farmer. He said just help myself, pitch up where I want, just not too close to anyone. There's actually quite a few people here, which I'm surprised by. I don't know why. Yeah, this is all new to me. I've never kind of stayed at a proper official campsite. Oh no, my chocks are right at the back. Don't know how much of a difference that's going to make. I'm making a right palaver of this, aren't I? There's just sheep knocking about. Oh, Siri, you're gonna ram me. Okay, I'll leave you to it. My brain is going a million miles an hour because I don't know how to explain this. At one point I'm like, wow, look where I am, this is stunning, this is beautiful, you know, I should be enjoying it. But then on the other hand, what I touched on in my previous video, it's like, what, I don't know, I'm just here on my own. I'm not by myself, there's people around, but I don't know, I'm not sharing these experiences and these memories with anyone. I say anyone, I know there's people watching, but it's not the same as physical interaction with people. I want to use the van to travel. However, I also want a routine and to be settled in one location, to build a community of people around me and to get to know an area instead of moving from spot to spot to spot. So I'm constantly contradicting myself. And this is literally the first day which I've actually spent alone. Yesterday I was with my friend helping her build the wardrobe. And already my brain just goes off in a few different directions. If I'm going to do van life, I need to do it for a specific reason and with some purpose in mind. I need to do it with a travel plan in place, and at the moment there's no plan in place whatsoever. I'm just kind of winging it and going wherever I like. And I'm sorry again if I'm sounding ungrateful or I'm sounding like I'm exaggerating things. I think I'm just trying to work out and adjust to actually living full-time in the van and just working out the process of how it all works, which will obviously take time. This is only literally, tonight will be my third night, so I'm already overthinking and jumping the gun. Cold water therapy is good for the mind and good for the soul, so they say. I just don't get how my brain works, man. This is... doing this stuff alone, it doesn't fulfill me. Creating the videos like this doesn't give me any sense of achievement or fulfillment. If I travel with a purpose and for a reason, then I believe it can, but... I touched on it in the previous video that I'm just kind of craving some teamwork, some camaraderie, being part of something. And although to a lot of people this looks incredible, for me this isn't it. It makes me come to places like this and not appreciate it, because if I can have access to this kind of stuff all the time, doing YouTube and doing van life, then when you come here, you don't appreciate it. I'm really sorry that the last, well, few videos may have been a bit down and in the dumps. Oh, I'm just trying to find the right path, and I think I'm slowly starting to realize that maybe it isn't this. I love nature, I love this stuff, I love the landscape, but it's just not the same for me if you're not sharing these experiences with someone. It doesn't feel the same for me inside. Even if I had like a group of my mates here and stuff, but then I wouldn't want to film because I just want to enjoy it with them. It really winds me up. And I can't put my finger on it. I'm in the most beautiful location and I just don't feel fulfilled or happy. I feel so bloody ungrateful, but I'm really not an ungrateful person. I'm just trying to get across that maybe this stuff isn't for me, the whole solo van stuff. But I still want to continue to do YouTube. Anyway, I'm going to cook up some dinner, which is the same as last night. Some rice and some leftover chili con carne. Hi, Mum.
Hello, darling. Sorry, I was just down with some washing on.
Ah, okay, not to worry.
How are you doing? Where are you?
I feel like an ungrateful bastard because I'm in such a beautiful place, and here I am kind of moping around just like, what the fuck am I doing? Because I'm all by myself, and I'm just like, what is the point in this anymore?
What have you been doing anyway?
I've been editing all day and driving pretty much. I don't know, I think because I know I can access stuff like this so easily with YouTube and the van, but coming to places like this on my own, I just don't appreciate it, and I'm just like, why am I even here?
Oh, I know exactly how you feel.
I guess I'm trying to think to myself, why can't I be happy by myself? But I know that I can be.
Oh, no.
Because I've spent years by myself travelling and stuff, and
Yes, but like you had a plan, darling. Like when you went to.
I know that was the thing. I was travelling for a purpose and with a reason. I want to feel settled and get in a routine and go to the gym every day and build a community of people and join a football team and.
Exactly.
But I don't want to stop YouTube because.
Oh, and you should.
That's my creative outlet. Do you know what's crazy? When I think about it, and I think back to this morning when I was still in the New Forest and I was just editing away and I cooked up some breakfast for myself, I genuinely felt happy. And then like within a few hours of being alone and spending time alone, I just feel a bit bit miserable and low. Just don't get it. I don't get it.
Life on the road. It's always sunshines and rainbows, right? Seriously, there's lots of ups and downs to this type of nomadic living, but I think that there's some misconceptions that it's always sunshine and rainbows. I think one of the biggest misconceptions about nomadic lifestyle and my lifestyle is that people don't get lonely or don't feel like alone while they're out on the road.
It's not a bad spot to wake up to. Greenery, nature, trees, sheep over the hedge there, the farmer cutting some grass.
And I think this morning, as I do every morning, my brain goes a million miles an hour. But I've decided to try and embrace this feeling of loneliness and aloneness, and just try to, take it all in, experience it, and just see where it takes me. Thanks for watching. Apologies if it's a bit of a downer and a damper on your day. I know a lot of people watch these videos to kind of escape from whatever's going on in their lives, but yeah, this is just how I feel, and don't want to hide any of that or try to be fake or try to show something or someone that I'm not. And I guess I'm just adjusting to spending so much time alone, because it's not something that I particularly enjoy or I'm used to, but it's good for you to embrace all this stuff and a bit of self-development, growing as a person. That's what I'm all about. Thanks again, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Sorry, I had ended the video, but then another thought came to my mind, as they always do when I put the camera down, which is the way that I felt the last couple of days, or yesterday really. I knew I would feel like that. My biggest fear with van life was coming to a place like this of just absolutely stunning, beautiful location, and just not appreciating it, because I knew that I would become my own worst enemy, and my mind would go off in different directions and just put a downer on things. So I'm very self-aware, and I knew that I would feel like this, and it's okay. It's just takes time to adjust, to change, to being out of my comfort zone. And it's different to kind of traveling and backpacking that I've done in the past, where you kind of walk into a hostel and you meet people and things like that. This is a lot of solitude, which will be good. But anyway, more of that in the next video. Ciao, ciao.